Thank you very much, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Speaker, women and female-dominated professions like midwifery, nursing and developmental services have been fighting for pay equity for years under both Liberal and Conservative governments. In 2018, midwives won a historic ruling from the Human Rights Tribunal that was confirmed last year by the Ontario Court of Appeal. But this government has continued its systemic pay discrimination against midwives by ignoring the order that would see midwives paid fairly for the vital work they do. Speaker, will this government implement the Human Rights Tribunal order, start respecting midwives, and finally pay them what they are worth?
Deputy Premier and Minister of Health.
Thank you, Speaker. You know, there is no doubt that the valuable work that Ontario midwives do, looking after our individuals who are going through what is, frankly, probably one of the most exciting but scary in pieces of their medical career. You know, I am really proud of the fact that March 31st we actually inked a deal with the Ontario Midwives of Ontario for a one-year deal that has now been ratified through their association, and it is going to see an expansion of midwifery in the province of Ontario so that more women, more individuals who want to have a midwife part of their birthing experience can have that in community closer to home. It's one of the things we're working on, making sure that people get access to care in their community closer to home. Thank you.
And the supplementary question.
Speaker, a 1% increase is hardly paying midwives what they are worth. Speaker, when women workers like midwives, nurses, educational assistants, ECEs fight for wages that reflect the true value of their work, this government refuses to enact pay transparency, ignores remedy orders, suppresses their wages, fights them in court, or threatens to take away their rights. But women aren't taking it, Speaker, and I want to give a shout-out to the amazing education workers who forced this government to back down on their use of the notwithstanding clause. Speaker, today on Equal Pay Day, will this government commit to stop attacking women workers and start bringing forward legislation and policies that actually close the gender wage gap instead of widening it?
Respond, the Minister of Education.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the member opposite for the question. For education workers in the province of Ontario, we did sign a deal with CUPE, which will increase wages by over 4% each and every year over the next 4 years for them. We think that is a suitable reflection of the good work they do within our schools, overwhelmingly ratified by the union. That will help ECs as well as EAs and other critical workers in our schools. Mr. Speaker, in the childcare deal, which our government signed, a critical way by which we can ensure more labour market participation of women in our economy, we signed a deal that is finally going to make childcare affordable after it increased by 400% under the former Liberals. This program is cutting fees by 50% this year. It's creating 86,000 spaces. It's going to help ensure we have higher labour market participation so women no longer have to choose between staying at home, raising a child, or going to work. We believe in them, we're investing in them, and we're hiring more of them to ensure families get the supports they need.